Melania Trump. Great to see you.
Good
Welcome
morning.
back.
Good morning. Thank you. Good morning.
I guess the first thing is congratulations.
I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady.
You need to defend yourself all the time. As you may heard, I filed a few lawsuits, and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing.
Melania Trump has just made a historic move that could significantly alter the media landscape, marking what is being called one of the largest defamation settlements in history. She secured an astonishing $900 million from The View and co-host Sunny Hostin, and this victory is about much more than just her personal win. It sends a powerful message in the ongoing battle for media accountability. This settlement shows that reckless, agenda-driven attacks on public figures will no longer go unanswered. For years, The View operated under the assumption that they could make
Stuff that I never did in my life, and they wrote lies, and I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't.
Melania Trump wasn't going to let it slide. While she's no stranger to media mudslinging, having spent years being portrayed as a cold, detached trophy wife caught in the political crossfire of her husband's career, this time, she'd had enough. She wasn't about to let The View tear apart her reputation for the sake of ratings. Melania quickly assembled a powerhouse legal team and filed a defamation lawsuit, meticulously detailing how the show had crossed the line from opinion to malicious falsehoods that severely damaged her public image. The legal battle stretched on for months, with ABC scrambling to defend their hosts. They tried to hide behind the First Amendment, claiming their words were protected as free speech. But the evidence was undeniable. Melania's legal team presented a clear pattern of The View targeting conservative women with lies and harmful narratives, while consistently giving left-wing figures a free pass. The receipts were their defamatory statements, interviews where the hosts doubled down on their false claims, and proof that the rhetoric wasn't accidental. It was a deliberate attempt to destroy
His humor, his personality, his kindness, he's very special. His positivity, his energy, it's unbelievable. So we have a beautiful relationship.
What do the two of you like to do for fun, if you're not working?
To have dinner.
Verdict dropped. The jury wasn't buying ABC's defense. They handed down a stunning $900 million in damages, making this one of the largest defamation payouts in history. For ABC, this was a financial nightmare. The View had long been one of their flagship shows, but now this lawsuit could mark the beginning of the end for the program. As for Sunny Hostin, let's just say her nights are likely filled with anxiety. Her reckless words cost the network nearly $1 billion, and now she's facing an intense wave of backlash. Inside ABC, whispers abound that executives are furious and even considering firing her in an attempt to salvage whatever remains of the network's credibility. Her reputation is in tatters. After years of positioning herself as the moral compass of the show, she now finds herself at the heart of one of the most humiliating defamation losses in television history. Who could take her seriously?
Stuff that I never did in my life, and they wrote lies, and I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want.
Melania Trump is emerging from this battle stronger than ever. For too long, she was dismissed as just another political spouse, dragged through the media mud with no recourse. But now, she has shattered that perception. This lawsuit wasn't just about getting an apology or a retraction, it was about making a statement. By securing a settlement so massive it could potentially sink an entire show, she's set a new precedent for media accountability. The ripple effect of this case is already being felt throughout the media world. If The View can be taken down for defamation, what's to stop others from going after outlets that have built their brands on trashing public figures? Celebrities, political figures, and media personalities everywhere are now realizing they don't have to sit back and let their reputations be destroyed. Legal teams are now more empowered than ever to take on these media giants. And then there's Joe Rogan, the podcast king, who didn't hold back, absolutely tearing into The View for what he called blatant hypocrisy. He pointed out the glaring contradiction. Just a few years ago, Donald and Melania Trump were treated like royalty on the show, receiving applause and praise. Fast forward to today, and they're being demonized as...
I have to say, I was surprised when she mentioned his sense of humor. But I'm going to leave that alone and ask you all the question, will the candidate's spouses getting involved like she just did?
What?
That's what it says. That's what it says. And, you know, this is my job.
Yeah.
So I'm reading it.
Yeah.
As I said, as she just did, will it make a difference here?
Well, I think when you hear Doug Emhoff, the vice president's, husband, speak about their relationship, I think it's very touching. He is behind her 100%. He's very loving. He spoke at the DNC, and I think he described a person that people wanted to know.
Didn't mince words, calling it a calculated narrative flip driven more by politics than genuine conviction. He didn't stop there, keeping the pressure on by mocking The View for prioritizing sensationalism over substance. If you average the IQs of The View hosts, you might still struggle to hit triple digits, he quipped, letting that burn linger harshly. It was absolutely biting, but his audience ate it up, and the shots landed hard. As the dust settled, ABC executives were scrambling behind the scenes, trying to figure out their next move. The network had taken a massive financial hit, and advertisers were reportedly pulling back, unwilling to be associated with a show that just cost the company nearly $1 billion. Some insiders speculated that The View might even be canceled entirely, or at the very least, undergo a massive overhaul. Could some hosts, like Whoopi Goldberg, be shown the door? Normally quick to double down on her words when challenged, Whoopi has been eerily silent since the verdict, no rants, no interviews, just radio silence. Can you blame her? She's now facing the fallout of professional humiliation and the very real possibility of being let go to protect the network's image. Meanwhile, the other hosts are reportedly nervous. This lawsuit wasn't just a financial blow, it was a warning. If Melania Trump could win such a major victory, who's next? With The View's long history of reckless commentary, it's possible that more high-profile individuals will follow suit and take legal action of their own. And let's not forget the delicious irony, The View has spent years positioning itself as the moral authority of daytime TV, lecturing the world on politics, culture, and social justice. They built their brand on tearing others down, acting as though they held the final say on truth. But now, they're the ones being held accountable. They've exposed themselves as reckless, biased, and unprofessional, and their hypocrisy is now impossible to ignore. On the other hand, Melania is thriving. This wasn't just about the money, it was about respect. She's proven that she's not just some passive political spouse who can be smeared without consequence. She took on one of the most powerful daytime talk shows in America, and won. Now, she holds the power, and The View is reeling. The next few weeks will be crucial. Will ABC pull the plug on The View? Will Sunny Hostin apologize or be shown the door? And how many more lawsuits could follow? One thing is certain, the reckoning The View never saw coming is here, and the world is watching closely to see just how deep the fallout will go.
His being, his humor, his personality, his kindness, he's very special. His positivity, his energy, it's unbelievable. So we have a beautiful relationship.
What do the two of you like to do for fun if you're not working?
To have dinner.
Nights are likely filled with anxiety. Her reckless words cost the network nearly $1 billion, and now she's facing an intense wave of backlash. Inside ABC, whispers abound that executives are furious and even considering firing her in an attempt to salvage whatever remains of the network's credibility. Her reputation is in tatters. After years of positioning herself as the moral compass of the show, she now finds herself at the heart of one of the most